tonight. But Blue, they've lived with their defense down through the years. Doug Williams, an outstanding defensive coach. It's man-to-man pressure. It's nothing tricky, nothing unusual. They just go get you.
That's been their strength, I think, for the last couple of years. They've had some good offensive players, but everybody that plays Continental, they can practice.
One of the best games probably you had all season long, and a very good season, Doug. They've got Damon Neese back. He hurt you in that contest, as I recall, but not a real experienced ball club that Doug Williams have put out on the floor.
Yeah, he lost some good perimeter players.
Sean Roth, Alex Reimer, Kyle Broadbeck, Brian Asherman, and Keith Roth. So the Blue Streaks come out onto the floor right now, and they'll be followed by the Apaches. Kyle Martin, a 6'2 sophomore, got his first start last night. Damon Neese, the top gun, he had a dozen last night, 21 last year against Archbold. Paul Schock in the middle, a 6'4 senior. Teams match up pretty well size-wise, neither team all that big. Archbold goes about 6'4", 6'2 inside, so does Continental. Here's the opening tap, controlled by Alex Reimer and Archbold. Keith Roth penetrates, pulls up now, flips over to Sean Roth. Gives it up to Brian Asherman outside, dribbling to the left side, going to the hole, up on the left hand and good. Archbold takes a 2-0 lead. Full court pressure by the Blue Streaks now. With the ball in backcourt is the sophomore, Kyle Martin, slender, 6'2", picked up by Sean Roth. Bounce pass comes outside Damon Neese. Alex Reimer picks him up over to Paul Schock. He's covered by Kyle Broadbeck. Both teams man-to-man. Martin with it out front now for Continental. Looking inside, they'll be very patient. Schock with it now on the wing. Looking in for Neese. Here's the lob. Stolen away by Reimer, who stepped in front. Asherman up quickly up the right side. Sean Roth in the corner. Going to pull up in the wing now from 16. Won't go. Keith Roth, rebound, follow up too hard. Tip no good. Rebound, Neese slaps it off Roth, and then it went off Neese, but apparently the ball was out of bounds. It will be Archbold basketball. 2-0 Blue Streaks. We've played 59 seconds into quarter number one. Keith Roth coming off a 22-point effort last night. Outside Sean Roth for three, bounces no good and over the support beam and out of play. Archbold to put on full court pressure here. Damon Neese to inbound, flips it in now to Martin. Archbold trying to trap. Continental breaks it up nicely. Down the floor they come. This is Bruce Troyer getting the start tonight, a 5'11 sophomore. Left side, neat, letting fly from long range is Ordway, no good. Rebound Blue Streaks, they push it. Sean Roth, left side in the wing. Cross court over to Keith Roth. Keith, baseline. Now Broadbeck up off glass from 8 feet and good. Kyle Broadbeck gets his first bucket, 4-0 Blue Streaks. Bounce pass coming down to Martin. Two sophomores in there for Continental. Over now to Troyer. Troyer has a pocket pick now by Asherman. In the lane, running 10-footer, no good. Rebound Martin, put back up by Sean Roth in the fall-away baseline, it's good. 6-0 Archbold. Damon Neese on the right side. Double team coming up the right, and he's bumped and fouled by Brian Asherman. Did a good job getting away from the two-man trap that time. So the Pirates will inbound near the timeline. But the Blue Streaks have jumped to a quick 6-0 lead in the first minute 53. Over now, here's Troyer with it. He's picked up by Brian Asherman. To the left side, it goes over to Ordway, Ron Ordway. Right side to Neese, covered by Reimer. Side now Martin, turnaround baseline, 8-footer up and good, the sophomore. Left side, here's Brian Asherman all the way to the hole, lays it up and in on a feed from Keith Roth. And we're going to get a Continental timeout now. 8-2, Archbold leads, 5:40 to go, quarter number one. We'll be right back. Easy lay-ins.
Last time Continental just didn't get back on defense either, so Doug wouldn't be very happy about that because they're very good at that. So Archbold 4 of 6 from the floor, Continental 1 of 2 in the early going, and the officials are now talking to the Archbold coaching staff to see what's going on.
Well, we shall see. Here is Rob Ordway checking into the lineup. And if If it was an incorrect number, it would be a technical and 2 free throws. So let's just, that apparently is going to be the case. Pick it up, Blue, if you can. Wrong number in the scorebook. I think here's the free throw up and in. I don't recognize the Continental kids, Blue. When I said that was Bruce Troyer, it may have been Kurt Good. I don't know. Second one up and in. We'll have to wait until number 14 or number 12 gets a bucket and hear the official score to know for certain, since we do not recognize the Continental kids. But I got a feeling that is the case, that Kurt Good is wearing number 12. Archbold gets the possession after the 2 free throws on the technical. Pass outside. Here's Roth penetrating down the lane. Got a whistle inside and a 3-second. No, a foul is going to be called against Archbold on Kyle Broadbeck, so the Blue Streaks will turn it over. But Archbold's jumped to a 10-2 lead. Here's the pressure from the Blue Streaks. Damon Neese lobs it ahead now to Ordway. This is Ron Ordway. Outside Neese, 3-pointer. This one short of the mark. Rebound Sean Roth. Racing up the right side on the dribble. Penetrating into the lane now. Lost a handle on the dribble. The ball's loose. Reimer picks it up. Flips it out to Roth. Over to Ashman. 3-pointer on the way. Off no good. Rebound Reimer up no good, but he draws the foul from Paul Schock. Archbold hits the boards. That's their 3rd offensive rebound. Continental without a rebound at this point. Of course, we've only played a little under 3 minutes. 10-2 Blue Streaks lead. Alex Reimer will go to the line to shoot 2. 6'4" senior. Free throw airborne. Rolls off no good. Looking for his first point of the night. The other 4 Blue Streak starters have all scored. Archbold should have a very balanced scoring attack again this year. Second one up and in. 11-2, Archbold by 9 out of the gate in a hurry. Here's the full court pressure from the Blue Streaks. Damon Neese flips the ball, pass in now to Rob Ordway. He's doubled up on the side, and a whistle and a reaching call is going to go against Sean Roth of the Blue Streaks. His first team's 3rd. 5:04 to go. Archbold's going to drop back now into a 2-3 zone. Damon Neese has the ball around to the left side over to Martin. Martin flips out front for Schock. Schock, baseline pass kicked by Sean Roth and out of bounds. Archbold trying to double up over on the wing. 4:50 left first period, 11-2. Archbold out of the gate in a hurry. Pass coming now to Ron Ordway. Archbold in the 2-3 zone. Martin has it on top. Flips back over to Ordway. Just giving Continental a new look. High post, turnaround. Neese jumper, partially blocked. Rebound cleared off by Sean Roth. Pass down the floor, deflected by Neese and out of bounds. He tried to get it ahead for Alex Reimer.
You said Archbold basically not a zone defense, but I think it's a good, all teams should do that. Just show them a 2-3 or 1-2-2 for a little bit. Make them think a little bit before, so they just don't know every time down what it's going to be.
Keith Roth right side, starts to penetrate on the wing, flips in, Broadbeck loose, puts it up no good. Rebound cleared off by Paul Schock. I think Coach Doug Krause thought his 6'3" senior had been fouled. Here's Neese on the left side, picked up by Reimer over to Schock on the wing. Schock flips it out front now for Martin. Martin picked up by Sean Roth. Archbold. There's a pass now thrown away, loose on the floor, picked up Brian Ashman. Head to Sean Roth inside, puts a shot up, no good, but draws the foul from Ron Ordway. And he'll shoot 2. Right now, Continental really having trouble getting back. Archbold comes up with a steal that time, and the Blue Streaks will push it. Sean Roth to shoot 2. Sean with a bucket for 2 thus far. He had 14 last night. Free throw on the way. It's short of the mark, no good. (11-2) Archbold, 3:58 to go. Sean Roth trying to make it a 10-point lead, and it won't go again. Rebounded by Damon Neese. So Roth misses a pair, and the Pirates bring it up the floor. Martin, the left side to Ordway. Ordway goes right side to Rob Ordway to Ronnie Ordway. They're twins. Here's a backdoor pass. Ordway, he walked. Rob Ordway called for the travel. 4th Continental turnover. Keith Roth brings the ball up the floor now for the Blue Streaks. Goes right side over to Brian Ashman. Ashman bouncing outside, ball knocked away but picked up by Reimer. Back door over to Roth, starting a drive to the bucket, up no good. Rebound taken away by Damon Neese. Slapped away, stolen by Keith Roth. Roth outside, sets it up offensively. Over to Ashman in the lane now. Cut off back to Roth. 3-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. Neese with a rebound. Blue Streaks all of a sudden going a little cold after a very good start. They're 4 out of 10. Continental with just 4 shots. They've hit 1. 11-2 it remains. 3 minutes to play first quarter. Martin outside with it now. High post pass over to Schock. Sends it back over to Neese on the wing. 1-on-1 around Reimer to the hole. Lace it off, no good. Reimer with a rebound. Outlet ahead to Roth. He'll push it up. Lost a handle, but he may have been bumped and fouled on the play by Ronnie Ordway. Here's Zeb Schroeder into the Archbold lineup. Number 12 is Bruce Troyer. Okay. That's what I had. They must have marked it wrong in the book. With it inside, Broadbeck up off glass. It won't go. Archbold can't buy one all of a sudden. And the Blue Streaks still up by 9, no, 11-2. With it out front is Damon Neese. Goes left side over to Ordway. Back of the wing to Martin, on top to Schock. Schock just holds the ball, looks for the backdoor cut. It's not available to Martin, through his hands and out of bounds. 6th Pirate turnover. 2:20 to play. Here comes sophomore Josh Crossgrove into the lineup. Played very well in the JV game, couple of quarters he played in there. Gives him some size in the lineup. Keith Roth penetrates, pass inside, deflected by Crossgrove and picked up by Crossgrove as he forces the second Archbold turnover. Right side, Martin on the wing, flips it back outside. Here's the 3-pointer on the way by Troyer. Off the mark, no good. Keith Roth with a rebound. He'll bring it up the floor. Quickly head right side, Brian Ashman. Ashman nearly went out of bounds, saves it to Broadbeck. Back out Schroeder into the corner. Ashman for 3, up and in. Good ball movement by Archbold that time, and they get their first bucket in a while. 14-2. I think the Blue Streaks had missed about 5 or 6 in a row. Easily. Pirates just have the one bucket. They're 1 out of 6 from the floor with 6 turnovers. Rob Ordway with the ball now for the Pirates. Bouncing inside for Damon Neese. Neese double teamed. He double dribbled it. Tony Reimer into the lineup now for Archbold. Kyle Broadbeck gets a breather.
Alex Reimer's done a good job on Damon Neese there. He's working hard to get his shots. Alex about 6'4" too, and he can play good defense. And he's been all over Neese in the first 7 minutes here.
Damon Neese picks up Tony Reimer. There are a couple sets of twins, one for each side. Schroeder with it now. Now Keith Roth trying to go inside for Reimer, throws it away. So Keith with a couple of turnovers, unusual for him. Inbounds pass now against pressure. Martin double team and a whistle. We're going to get a blocking foul at Archbold's Brian Ashman, his second. With 1:10 to play, Ashman sits down. Sean Roth back in. Damon Neese inbounds the ball to Troyer, right back to Neese. Continental 3 sophomores out there. With the ball right side is Martin. Working around. Kurt Goods checked into the lineup. Now Continental throws it away again. Roth to Reimer to Sean Roth. Tony Reimer inside. To Schroeder on the wing. 15-foot jumper rolls. No good. Cleared out of there now by Martin. For Continental. 14-2 with 40 seconds left in the quarter. Both teams cold.
Well, the coach looks.
Yeah, Doug Williams just sitting there. Not on the bench, on the floor, in front of the bench. Josh Crossgrove coming over now to Bruce Troyer. Troyer outside Martin for three. It's short of the mark, may have been partially blocked. 22 seconds left. Sean Roth races it up. Flips inside now to Tony Reimer. He'll lay it up and in. 16-2, 12 seconds left as Damon Neese brings the ball slowly up the floor for Continental at 8 seconds. Neese trying to drive, cut off now, looking for help. Flips a pass in, it's loose on the floor. Neese picks it up, shovels it up, and scores at the buzzer. It'll count. 16-4, Archbold at the end of one quarter. We'll be right back. Difficult. Damon Neese outside, stops and fires and hits a two-pointer at his foot in the line. So Neese with back-to-back buckets draws his team to within 10 as we begin the second quarter. Sean Ross stops from 15. His jumper is off the mark. Saved now by Archbold. That shouldn't. It's going to be an over and back call. As the ball didn't hit the rim, that's the reason for the over and back call. The shot itself. It was saved by Zeb Schroeder with a ball outside Paul Schock. Would you agree, Blue?
Yep.
Outside with it now, Bruce Troyer. Troyer looking for help. Finds it from Schock. High post, Neese going to fire from 17, and he drills it again. Damon Neese with three straight buckets, 16-8. Continental drawing back a bit after being down 16-2. Now the Blue Streaks throw it away. With 7:09 to go in the first half, here's Ron Ordway back into the Continental lineup. As Kyle Martin will get a breather. Notice Damon Neese having a little more easier time of it with Alex Reimer getting a breather. The left side now comes Kurt Good. 5'10 junior gives it up to Neese. He's picked up by Schroeder. Down to the left side, starting a drive. Good to the basket, puts it up, no good. Rebound cleared out of there now by Schroeder. Down low, Broadbeck inside spin move. 8-footer up, no good. Rebound by the Pirates. Picked out of there by Ordway. Ordway gives it up to Troyer. Troyer will give it to Neese, and Neese will bring it up the floor and play the point. Schroeder picks him up. Out of the left side over to Schock. Schock picked up by Broadbeck. Flips it to Ordway. On top, over to Troyer. Young sophomore picked up by Roth. Right side Schock. Baseline. He's cut off in the double team. Bouncing outside. Three-pointer. Up. No good. Won't go for Bruce Troyer. Rebounded by the Blue Streaks. Corey Rufer in there. Stop. Keith Roth. His jumper is short of the mark. And unable to get the save. It goes out of bounds. Boy, Archbold has really gone cold. 16-8. Blue Streaks still with a lead, though. As Rob Ordway re-enters. He'll replace Bruce Troyer. Up the floor comes Damon Neese. Archbold drops back 2-3 zone again this trip. Here's a pass deflected by Zeb Schroeder out of bounds. Good hustle by the Blue Streak junior. Brian Ashman will be reporting back into the Archbold lineup on the dead ball, and Keith Roth gets his first breather of the first half. 6 minutes to play until intermission. Archbold leads 16-8. And Archbold 2-3 zone, trying to mix it up a little bit. Right side with it is Rob Ordway. High post pass, Paul Schock jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound, Ordway. The Ordway twins actually bumped into each other, and the ball went off one of their hands and out of bounds to Archbold. Brian Ashman, who had 7 points in the first quarter, he goes to the point now with Keith Roth getting a breather. Flips into the corner to Zeb Schroeder. Schroeder on the wing, starting a drive. He's cut off, double team. Sean Roth outside. Penetrates. Bounces over now to Brian Ashman. Baseline Schroeder on the wing. Got a whistle, and apparently he was bumped. Going to be on Kurt Good. First foul on Kurt Good. See that? Alex Reimer reports back into the Archbold lineup for Corey Rufer. Ashman inbounding now. Sean Roth. 5:25 mark. High post now. Reimer backs this way in. Turnaround 6-footer. Rolls off. No good. Zeb Schroeder with a putback. Zeb gets his first bucket. 18-8, first bucket of the quarter for the Blue Streaks. We've played nearly 3 minutes into period number 2. Kurt Good with the ball in backcourt. Bounce pass over to Ordway in the wing. Ordway to Ordway, and he's going to walk with the ball. He tried to step behind the three-point line, but he used both his left, which was his pivot foot, and his right foot, and walked. 18-8, a 10-point lead for the Blue Streaks. As Brian Ashman brings the ball up the floor on the dribble. Outside, Sean Roth jumper on the way, won't go. Kyle Broadbeck with the rebound in the wing, goes back up from 9, rolls off. Reimer out front, Ashman's jumper, it won't go. Broadbeck with a rebound, and we got a whistle and a foul on Paul Schock of Continental as Archbold hammers the offensive boards as they are 1 of 8 from the field here in the second quarter. Brad Meyer checks into the Blue Streak lineup, replacing Zeb Schroeder. Ashman into the corner now. Here's the jumper by Sean Roth, won't go, and a foul on Alex Reimer over the back. His first, team's 5th. So the Blue Streaks frigid from the floor. 1 out of 9 here in the second quarter, but still leading by 10 points. Here's Neese ahead to Schock against Blue Streak pressure. Back to Neese. Neese trying to get away from the double team, and Reimer almost bumped him. Left side to Good. Corner, here's Ordway for 3, off no good. Rebound, tips outside. Ordway has it over to Neese. Damon Neese with 6 of the 8 Continental points on the dribble. Right side stops, fires from 3, off no good. Rebound Ordway, he's fouled on the play by Brad Meyer. Ronnie Ordway got a nice offensive rebound there. Martin back in, replaces Rob Ordway. Damon Neese sends it out front now to Kurt Good. Good over to Martin. To Good. Right side Schock. On top Neese. Neese over to Ordway. Ron Ordway with it, bouncing to Paul Schock. Brown now to Good on the wing. Jump shot on the run from 10, no good. Rebound Brad Meyer. Meyer brings it up the middle himself. Flips into the corner, Sean Roth. Starting a drive in the wing, back out to Brian Ashman. Bounce pass inside, thrown away. Deflected nicely by one of the Pirates and picked out of there now by Damon Neese. 3:33 to go, first half. 18-8. Keith Roth have the flu or something, Blue, with the ball out front. Yeah, he'll be coming back in. On the left side, Martin from 10 feet up, no good. Rebound cleared off now by Brian Ashman. Racing up the floor, good bounce over to Reimer, the lay-in. Coming in from the right side. 20-8. With the ball, here's the full court pressure again. Neese pushes it up the floor to Kurt Good. Good will wait on his teammates to come up to help out. Archbold, Continental, both good defensive clubs. Now Good in trouble. Gives it up to Schock. Schock on top for Neese. Around to the left side, Ordway for 3. Won't go again. Rebounded by Sean Roth. Archbold up by 12, 2:44 to go first half. Left side, here's the pass down low. Reimer loose, but he missed the bunny. Rebound Brad Meyer. Flips it outside. Sean Roth for 3 off the mark. Tipped out again. Sean Roth starting a drive, and he's inadvertently tripped, and a foul is going to be called on Damon Neese.
Archbold 2 out of 12 from the floor this period, but 6 offensive rebounds, and they just cannot buy a bucket. They're not really close. They're not exactly rimming in and out. They're just not hitting.
Broadbeck and Ashman sit down as Roth comes back in along with Reimer. Tony Reimer. Both Reimers are in the game right now. Sean Roth on the line. Sean having one of those nights. He can't buy one. Hit his first bucket, I believe, Blue, and since then missed a couple of free throws, but he got this free throw to fall. 21-8. Second one up and in, nothing but net.
Both teams this period combined are 4 of 22 from the floor.
The Monroe don't have to worry about replacing the nets at halftime. Martin, both of them doing a good job defensively. Both of them missing a lot of shots, too. Little turnaround jumper on the baseline, up and good by Ron Ordway. 22-10. Sean Roth, long three, airborne, off, no good. Whistle inside, and a pushing foul is going to be called on Alex Reimer of Archbold. Be a 1-1 for the Pirates. With 2:10 to go in the first half, Blue Streaks 22, Pirates 10. Kyle Broadbeck quickly reports back in with Reimer picking up his second foul. He'll sit out the remainder of the half. Zeb Schroeder will be reporting back into the Blue Streak lineup here in just a second. .62 junior, and we'll see who will rest right here. Brad Meyer. 1-1 coming up here for Ron Ordway. This will be the first trip to the line for the Pirates. Free throw airborne, pushes it up and in. Third point for Ron. 22-11, 2:10 to play first half. Second one, in and off, no good. Rebound tipped around. Keith Roth ends up with it for Archbold. Left side over to Tony Reimer. Tony needs some help, gives it back to Keith. Roth on the wing. Baseline drive goes in, and whistle, he's fouled. I think they're going to call it on Paul Schock. Referee Joe Horvath right there to make the call. And it'll be foul number 2 on the 6'4" Continental senior. Keith Roth, 2 out of 2 at the line for his only 2 points. Both teams just absolutely chilly from the field here in the first half. Sophomore Bruce Troyer back in, replacing Ron Ordway for Continental. 1-1 for Keith Roth. Free throw airborne, up and in. Here's Josh Crossgrove back into the Continental lineup, replacing Paul Schock. Sits down with the 2 fouls. 157 showing. Very low scoring first half. Looks like a quarter score. Free throw no good. Rebound Broadbeck. Nice pass over to Keith Roth, and the lay-in rolls around and drops good. Archbold doing a big job of the boards, and we got a whistle and a traveling backcourt against sophomore Bruce Troyer. Pirates have only turned it over twice here in the second quarter. That first quarter, though, was disastrous for them with 8 of them. Keith Roth inbounding, baseline to Sean Roth in the corner, needs help, finds it out front from Zeb Schroeder. Zeb on the dribble, he needs help, over to Sean Roth. Continental good man-to-man defense. Keith Roth penetrates, flips a pass, bump, picked up by Broadbeck. He misses the bunny inside, and it deflects out of bounds off Archbold.
Archbold 3 of 15, Continental 3-11 from the floor.
Kyle Broadbeck having a tough time getting on track this year. He's got a fine touch, but tough night last night, and thus far tonight just to 1 bucket. He's battling hard in there, just can't get anything to go. Full court pressure, Crossgrove with it. Goes left side over to Rob Ordway. Outside Damon Neese. On the wing, back over to Ordway. 1:14 left into the corner. The pass over to Good. Good sends it out front for Crossgrove. Crossgrove Neese. Behind the 3-point stripe, picked up there by Broadbeck. Over to Ordway. Ordway, Good on the wing. Martin, 12-foot runner, up and in. Second bucket for Kyle Martin. 25-13. Inside, here's Broadbeck down low. Little 5-foot push, and he got this in the fall. 4th point for Kyle. 27-13. Up the left side, and he got a travel. Going to be called against Kurt Good. Coach Doug Williams thought a reach should have been called against Keith Roth, but not the case. They call it travel. Gary Wolf explaining himself to assistant coach Dennis Potts and head coach Doug Williams there. Keith Roth, right side, Sean Roth has it. On top, Broadbeck, left side to Keith Roth. Schroeder, right side, Broadbeck. Flips on top to Sean Roth. Side now, Reimer gets loose. Little 4-footer up and good. Tony Reimer with his 4th point. Here's the pressure. Damon Neese up the middle now for Continental. Flips left side into the corner to Ordway. 14 seconds. Side here's Crossgrove with it now. 10-foot jumper up off, no good with 9. Sean Roth races it up and over the timeline with 5. Back now Keith Roth in the lane, running one-hander, no good, but he's fouled with 2 seconds left by Kurt Good, and Keith Roth will shoot 2 with 2 seconds to go in the first half, and the Blue Streaks on top 29-13. Keith with 5 points. Brian Ashman had 7 in the first quarter, leads Archbold. Damon Neese has 6 to pace Continental. Free throw up and in. Keith 4 out of 5 at the line with a bucket, 6 points in all. Just 2 seconds left until intermission. Second free toss, no good. Rebound, Damon Neese has it. Let's fly from three-quarter court, no good. End of the first half. Archbold 30, Continental 13. Time now for our Toledo Edison halftime report. Coming up, we hope to have CNN National Sports and a few more notes of interest. Right now, these messages. And we're back once again, 30-13 at the halftime. Archbold on top of Continental as we get ready for period number 3. Both teams blue set. A little chilly in that first half, especially the Pirates, and turnovers hurt them badly as well.
13 points for Continental at half. Just Archbold doing a good job man-to-man. So they switched out in the 2-3 zone a couple times, and but the Blue Streaks were cold from the floor too. Third period action underway. Reimer, top of the circle, looks for somebody, finds Sean Roth. Sean penetrates, can't get inside to Keith. Keith Roth on the wing, gives to Ashleman. Low post inside, Broadbeck has it knocked away. Turnover for the Blue Streaks. Neese comes up with it for Continental. Reimer doing a good job. Reimer fleeces him now, steals the ball, drives, lays it up, no good. Tip no good by Ashleman, but he's fouled by Schock. His third. Reimer did a good job at Alex, knocked the ball away from Neese and went down for the layup and missed. Ashleman on the follow-up was fouled, so he'll be at the line to shoot 2. 7.5 to go in the third. Archbold 30-13. Ashleman free throw up, no good. He'll get one more. Second free throw bounces. That one no good. Schock with the rebound. So Archbold misses a chance right there as they miss 2 free throws. Neese walks it down. Inside, Good all alone. His short jumper up and in. Kurt Gird's first bucket of the night. Ryan Ashleman down. He squares some 17 and hits. 32-15 during the 7-minute mark. Archbold full court pressure. Good clears the timeline. Ordway holds high. Flips, now the ball's knocked into back court, and it was not hit by the Blue Streak, so it's going to be a turnover. Brian Ashleman will inbounds for the Blue Streaks. They lead at 32-15, just under 7 to go. Keith Roth in back court. Flips to Broadbeck. Keith now penetrates, squares from 14. His jumper up and in. Keith Roth, point number 8, 34-15. Schock still not across. Gives to Ordway. Ron Ordway, he's not across yet. Ball knocked away by Roth. Loose in back court. And now a good defensive play by Good. He knocked it out of bounds. Archbold looking at a layup there. So play a little sloppy in the first minute and a half here, period number 3. Keith Roth will inbounds. Archbold leading at 34-15. Sean Roth, 10-foot jumper from the baseline, and he hits it. Archbold 36-15, leading it by 21. Neese in backcourt. Alex Reimer on him. His pass. Reimer gets a hand on that. Long pass down. Sean Roth lays it up and in. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. There's 6:14 to go in the third. Archbold 38, Continental 15. We'll be back after this commercial timeout. Blue Streaks 4 out of 5 from the floor to get period number 3 underway. Continental with 3 big turnovers again. Archbold with a big lead, 38-15 as we near the 6-minute mark. Good on the wing. He draws a double team. Flips to Ordway. Martin in the corner, looks inside, ball knocked loose. 4th turnover. Long pass down. Brian Ashleman drives all the way, lays it up and in, and he's fouled. Nice feed that time. Brian Ashleman got a long feed on the turnover, laid it up and in, and he was fouled. 40-15 Blue Streaks. Brian, usually a very good free throw shooter, missed two just a moment ago. Ashleman, this free throw rims out. Broadbeck has the ball knocked loose. He's double teamed. Schoenroth from the corner, his short jumper up, no good. Nice rips it off for Continental. Sean just couldn't get that to stay. Kurt Gerd on the wing, flips to Martin, his long shot on the way up, no good. Outlet Roth down. He can't control the dribble. Now he slows it down to Brian Ashleman. Bounce pass inside Reimer. He swings across, short jumper up and in. Alex Reimer doing yeoman's work for the Blue Streaks. 42-15, 5:20 to go in the third. Damon Nice walks it up slowly. Archbold now in that 2-3 zone. Good on the wing. He draws the double team. Still, ball loose on the floor. Looks inside. Shock with the ball to Nice. His running one-hander up and in. Damon Nice shows why he's one of the top players in Northwestern Ohio. 42-17. Keith Roth, 17-footer from the angle. No good. Shock with the rebound. Continental to Nice to good. Under 5 to go in the third. 42-17 Blue Streaks. Good stops in backcourt to Ordway. That's Ron. Back to Kurt Good. He looks inside to Nice, throws it away. Nice was on the wing that time. 5th Continental turnover. Crossgrove chips back in. Josh Crossgrove, 6'2 sophomore, back into the Pirate lineup. Paul Schock sits down. Keith Roth walks it up for the Blue Streaks. 4:40 to go in the third. 42-17 Archbold. Sean Roth on the wing. Broadbeck comes out high to Keith Roth. Low post. Reimer up off the glass and in. Archbold running their offense much better than they did in the first half. Reimer with 7. Alex, as Larry said, Archbold's going to have good balanced scoring all year. So they have 5 starters who can all score. Good on the baseline to Crossgrove. He's trapped in the corner. Nice gets it. Dribbles out of traffic. Brian Ashleman on him. Archbold still in the 2-3 zone. Kurt Good, top of the circle. Back to Nice. Cross court, Martin holds high. 4 to go in the third. Crossgrove, nice backdoor pass. Broadbeck gets up and blocks the shot. Keith Roth pounds it down for the Blue Streaks. He drives all the way, flips to Brian Ashleman. Inside Reimer, short jumper up and in. Alex Reimer playing with a lot of confidence. Blue Streaks.
8 out of 11 from the field, Blue.
Well, they were so cold the first half and so hot here. 46-17. Blue Streaks blowing this one wide open. Ordway on the baseline, and a foul is going to be called inside. Very few fouls. Archbold with 4 subs at the bench there. It'll be good. Doug Krause getting a lot of boys in tonight. You always want to establish depth as early as you can. Corey Roofer, Tony Reimer coming in, as is Brad Meyer and Zeb Schroeder. Archbold's substitutes getting a big hand there. 46-17. Ordway, long bomb from the corner up, no good. Zeb rebound, Schroeder for the Blue Streaks. Long pass down, Corey Roofer lays it up and in, and he's fouled. Great pass from Brian Ashleman. Corey Roofer got an unbelievable feed. We have a technical here. I believe I saw the referee. Did he make the T sign? The other referee.
There was, the foul, and then a technical foul was called by the other referee, Gary Wolf. I didn't see who he called it on, but we're going to find out. It was on Ordway.
So Corey Roofer is going to try and finish a 3-point play. His free throw up and in. All right, Ordway gets a personal, too, with that, doesn't he, Larry, as you know so well. Corey's going to shoot the technicals also. That one bounces off. Must have said something down there.
What?
The player must have made a verbal comment. So Corey Roofer gets 4 points on that deal. Archbold will inbounds. 3:23 to go in the third, 50-17. Archbold had 4 starters come out. The Roofer is called for traveling in mid-court. He says he was pushed, but Referee not buying that. 50-17, Archbold by 33. Damon Neeson backcourt. Alex Reimer has done a marvelous job on Neese. He goes up, just misses a 16-footer. Ball loose on the floor. It's going to belong to Archbold. A few bodies at that time. Roofer will inbounds. Does so to Brian Ashleman. Ashleman clears the timeline, gets to Brad Meyer, holds high, looks for somebody, and we have a foul inside. Referee Joe Horvath right on top of the play. Damon Neese picks up his second. Team's fifth. Exactly 3 to go in the third. 50-17 Blue Streaks. Zeb Schroeder drives, has it knocked loose, still loose on the floor. It's going to belong to the Blue Streaks. Tony Reimer made a dive for it, and then one of the Pirates hit it. So again, Brian Ashleman will inbounds. Brian looks for somebody, still looks way outside to Meyer. Meyer tries to penetrate. Good, looks. Roofer backdoor to Schroeder. He's inside. His short jumper up, no good. Tony Reimer short jumper up and in. Tony gets point number 6. Here's good. He drives all the way, finds an opening, puts it up, no good, and he's hammered. His body's hitting the floor fast and furious here. Zeb Schroeder picks up the foul, his first. So Kurt Good's going to be at the line shooting 2. Boy, Continental. We have 2:33 to go in the third period. They have scored 17 points. Free throw, bounces, no good. Second free throw gets the roll. Keith Roth's come back in for Brian Ashleman just to run the attack here. Last 2.5 of the period. Brad Meyer on the wing, looks for Tony Reimer, can't find him. Brad starts across, nearly loses, and now he's called for the travel. 52-18, the 2:23 mark. Kurt Gerd will inbounds. Continental. Remember, Friday night, as Larry said, will be at Pettisville next Friday night. Pettisville striker, always a good one. Neese outside, looks for somebody. Still looks, draws the double team, in big trouble, and they did get a timeout there. That was the 5-second call was coming. We got 2:12 to go in the third. Blue Streaks have everything their own way, 52-18, and we'll be right back. Archbold in the 2-3 zone. Corey Roofer goes for the steal, can't get it. Martin flips back to Good. 2 to go in the third. Blue Streaks 52, Continental 18. Here's a pass stolen away. Brad Meyer comes to Keith Roth. Keith drives all the way, short running up, no good. And one of the Blue Streaks called for pushing inside, I do believe. Tony Reimer picks up the foul. Tony and Alex Reimer have improved their games about 200%, I would say, from last year. Toby Bidlack into the Continental lineup for Kurt Good. Under 2 to go in the third. 52-18 Archbold. Archbold in that 2-3 zone. Martin in backcourt. Looks for somebody. Bidlack on the wing. He draws a crowd. Draws a big double team. Neese with the ball. Cross court. Ordway, his 3 on the way up and in. Rob Ordway gets his first bucket, and it's a 3. Zeb Schroeder drives all the way. Corey Roofer, short jumper up, no good. Ball loose on the floor. It's going to belong to Continental. It went out of bounds. 1:21 to go in the third. 52-21. Neese walks it up for Continental. Reimer picks him up at midcourt. Tony Reimer on him this time. Ordway looks for somebody. Neese double teamed. He goes one-on-one. Shot up, no good, but a foul is called. I think away from the ball. It's on Zeb Schrader. His second. Team's fourth. 1:02 to go in the third. Blue Streaks by 31. Good top of the circle. Flips to Bidlack. Here's Martin, his shot on the way. That rims out no good. Loose on the floor. And it's going to belong to Continental. Martin will inbounds for the Pirates. His pass nearly stolen. Keith Roth can't come up with it. Good. Looks for somebody. Bidlack has it go off his foot, but he says Brad Meyer nearly comes up with a steal now. Neese, long three on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Archbold can't get a rebound now. Now Roofer comes down with it, but he was, the Continental player threw the ball to him, and his foot was on the line. 39 to go in the third. 52-21 Archbold. Ordway in the corner. Looks for somebody, still looks. Neese, top of the circle. Tony Reimer on him. Here's Bidlack getting loose underneath. He puts one up and in. Toby Bidlack got a pick and got down low. Nice shot. 52-23. Keith Roth at the point. Flips to Zeb Schroeder. Tony Reimer comes way outside. 10 to go in the third. Archbold, last shot off course. Now Keith drives all the way. He hasn't knocked away with 2 seconds to go in the period. Foul on Continental. Foul was on Kurt Good, yeah, his third. Archbold has just 2 seconds to get a shot here. Lob inside Zeb Schroeder, short jumper up, no good. End of the third period. Archbold in command by 29. Blue Streaks 52, Continental 23. We'll be right back.
Doug Krause already has gone to the bench. And a lot of younger players going to get a chance to play. Well, Archbold's a veteran team, a lot of seniors, so Kyle Broadbeck back in there now. They do have a couple of JV players suited up. Here's a pass deflected now, and it ends up going out of bounds, and it'll stay with Continental. As the Pirates have the opening possession, Archbold shot it much better in that third quarter. And Continental didn't shoot as all that badly, Blue, but again, turnovers started to hurt them. They were like 4 out of 10.
Archbold 10 out of 16. As you said, the Pirates 4 out of 10.
Damon East with it outside now for the Pirates. Side now, Goods turn around off glass, up and good. Kurt Good with 5. 52-25. Sean Roth into the lane now. Fall away 12-footer. It's short, no good. Cleared out of there now by Kyle Martin for Continental. Over to Damon Neese. Neese swings it to Martin into the corner now. It goes over to Ordway. Back to Schock. Schock looking inside, nothing there to Martin instead on the wing. Martin trying to drive over to Good in the baseline, stopped there by Roth, back now to Martin on the wing. Martin looking for help, flips into Good, he's double teamed, in trouble. Pass out, stolen away by Archbold Sean Roth. Roth quickly up, going to the hole now, shot up, blocked, offensive foul. It's going to be called against Archbold Sean Roth. So the Blue Streaks turn it over. 52-25. Archbold with 6:44 to go here in the ball game. Blue Streaks will improve to 2-0. Pirates will be even at 1-1. Scoreboard show coming up. Martin Taylor will host that along with ESPN Radio Sports. Hope you can join us throughout the course of the evening. Martin will have during ESPN breaks all the high school scores, boys and girls, as soon as he gathers them up. Starting a drive down the lane. Ordway goes in, puts it up, no good. Follow up by Neese, no good. Rebound now, and a foul on Paul Schock over the back of Kyle Broadbeck. That's number 4. That's number 5, rather, on Paul Schock, as he'll foul out of the ball game scoreless tonight. And back into the lineup comes Bruce Troyer, a 5'11 sophomore, with 6:20 to go in the contest. Be a 1-1 coming up for Kyle Broadbeck. He has 4 points here this evening. First attempt at the line, and it bounces off, no good. Rebounded by the Pirates. Blue Streaks have not shot too well from the line tonight, I don't believe, overall. Baseline, here's good. Pirates haven't been there much. Outside, Martin. Martin over to Troyer. Troyer sends it outside to Ordway. Rob Ordway bouncing, good pass inside, but Neese mishandles, and it's picked up by Reimer. Alex Reimer to Keith Roth. Bouncing inside now, Broadbeck spin move. Nice pass to Reimer for the lay-in. Good feed from Broadbeck. That's 11 for Reimer, a career high. Corey Rufer will be checking back into the Archbold lineup. Next dead ball, 54-25. Good. Flips over to Ordway. Ordway. Bounce pass stolen away now, or tipped by Zeb Schroeder, but it stays in the hands of the Pirates. Here's Ordway out to Neese for threes. Open, he fires, it won't go. Rebound, battled for. Neese hustles to it. Has it, fall away, 18-footer short, no good. Ball tipped around. Zeb Schroeder has it for Archbold. Up the left side for Keith Roth. To Reimer inside, and Reimer runs down Ordway and will be called for the offensive foul. Number 3 on Alex Reimer. Brian Ashman now reports back in, replacing Zeb Schroeder. 5:06 to go. It's 54-25. Damon Neese bringing it up the floor now. The 6'2 senior. He has 8 points, leads his team in scoring. Spin move now by the senior down the lane to the hole. Pushes it up, no good, but draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. With 4:51 to go, 6'2 senior Damon Neese will be at the charity stripe. Ordway checks back in, as I mentioned. Ron Ordway. Damon Neese looking for his 9th and 10th points. Free throw on the way is up and in. 54-26. We'll try to cut it in half right here, and nope, won't go. Rebound inside, though, put back up by Ordway. He's fouled from behind by Reimer. Somehow he was able to sneak inside. Rob Ordway got inside Alex Reimer, who picks up his 4th foul. Here comes Tony Reimer, Alex's twin brother, and I think Tony will be leaving, or Alex will leave as Tony re-enters. Alex Reimer leaves with 11 points. 5 field goals, 1 free throw.
Well, Alex had his career high, I believe I just say, but I mean, he did a job defensively out there too. He played, he's a little quicker than I thought he'd be, and he was all over Neese all night.
First one good, second one no good. Rebound Ashman behind the defense. Broadbeck layup good. Good hustle down the floor by Kyle Broadbeck, and he gets the easy lay-in as a result. 56-27. Damon Neese outside, picked up by Tony Reimer. He's probably seeing double with the Reimer twins have been on him and done a great job, as Blue said, defensively. 2-3, but basically man-to-man. Martin on the baseline, jumper up, no good. Loose ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Continental. Before the Pirates have it, but down by 29, 56-27. Outside, Kyle Martin. Martin over now to Troyer. Troyer to Neese. Right side Ordway for 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound inside. Neese has it back up, no good, but draws the foul. I believe Brian Ashman picked this one up for Archbold. Number 3 on Brian. His 4th. Excuse me. Damon Neese shooting 2. First one on the way, rolls off, no good. All of a sudden the Pirates having problems at the line. They're just 2 out of 5 here in the 4th quarter. 3 out of 7 in the half. This one is up and good. 56-28. Keith Roth up the floor. Keith has 8 points and a bundle of assists. Now Tony Reimer throws it away. Trying to go to the right side to Sean Roth. Here's Damon Neese bringing it up the floor now for the Pirates. Pulls up in the wing with a jump shot. Won't go. Rebound deflects into the corner and out of bounds, and it will be off Damon Neese of Continental. Good hustle, though, by Neese. brings it up now for Archbold. Crossover dribble. Things kind of slow here in the fourth period. Outside Sean Roth, three-pointer won't go. Rebound deflects outside, picked out of there by Ordway. Going to the hole now, putting it up in a blocking foul. Brian Ashman is foul, or Keith Roth. Sean Roth picks up the foul. Third chance, I'll get it. It'll be 2 shots coming up for Ron Ordway. Kurt Good back into the Continental lineup here, replacing Bruce Troyer. And Archbold, here comes Corey Rufer, Brad Myers, Zeb Schroeder. Broadbeck sits down, so do the Roths. Free throw on the way, first one up and in. Ron Ordway with 4 points, 56-29. Second one up and good. So it's 56-30. Corey Rufer inbounding now to Brian Ashelman. Ashman dribbling outside, penetrates a bit, pass right side. Zeb Schroeder, three-pointer airborne off, no good. Rebound battled for, out of bounds to Continental. So Damon Niesel once again dribbling up for the Pirates. 2-3 zone Archbold. Over to Good. Blue Streaks in control of this one. Flips a pass over to Neese into the corner. Three-pointer Ordway up, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Neese as it went into the corner. Back over to Ordway, and he's bumped and fouled on the play by Brad Meyer. That's the 10th foul against the Blue Streaks, too, so it'll be 2 shots this time, automatically for Ordway. Here's Jake Wise replacing Brian Ashman, who leaves with 11 points. Ordway shooting 2. First one on bounces, no good. This is Rob Ordway. He has 4 points. Second one up, rolls, good. Archbold has just 1 3-point goal tonight. That came early from Brian Ashelman. They've been cold from outside, but their defense has carried them tonight to an easy win. Jake Wise has it knocked away, picked up by Brad Meyer. He'll go to the right wing. Flips back now to Wise, and inside we get. Well, let's see what we have. Away from the ball, it appeared. Archbold will be shooting a 1-and-1. Kyle Martin picked up the personal, and Tony Reimer will shoot the 1+1. 6'4" senior pushes it up and in. He's had a nice night with 7 points. Played exclusively on the JV team a year ago. Bruce Troyer back in, replacing Kyle Martin now for the Pirates. 2:49 to go. Archbold leads 57-31. Second one airborne and good. 58-31. You see Zach Gerke in a moment now for Archbold. Neese on the right side, pulls up in a wing, and jumper just won't fall. Rebound Ordway back up, no good. Cleared out now by Zeb Schroeder of the Blue Streaks. He'll push it up the floor and throw it away now. Tried to go into the corner and throw it over the head of Tony Reimer. Zeb Schroeder will leave as Zach Gerke checks in. Schroeder leaves with 2 points. Here's Damon Neese slowly bringing it up the floor now with 2:25 to play. Archbold leads 58-31. Right side Ordway for 3, up and good. Ron Ordway makes it a 58-34 game. Right side Gerke has it. Pressured now, passes into the corner to Reimer. Back to Gerke on the wing. Baseline drive, bounce pass, loose on the floor now. Jump ball, alternate possession will stay with Archbold with just under 2 minutes to go. 58-34 Blue Streaks. Stick around for the post-game chat with head coach Doug Krause of the Blue Streaks, and of course all the scores later this evening on the scoreboard. Brought to you by Nofsinger Pontiac GMC Trucks. That inbounds pass deflected away now by Rob Ordway and out of bounds. Now Continental gets on you, Blue. Archbold's got their second unit in there, and they don't get quite the ball movement because they don't have that the first unit does, and this pressure bothers them a lot more. Well, the ball now is Corey Roofer. Over now to Zach Garricky. Of course, these kids don't get to play together as much with Garricky and Wise on the JV team. Wise pass inside. Good pass to Garricky. He missed the bunny. Gets the rebound. Pushes it up. No good. Draws the foul. He'll shoot two. So Zach will get an opportunity to hit the scorebook for the first time. Did not score last night. Did get into the game in the fourth period. Got two opportunities here. First one here, born up and in. So Zach Garricky gets on the board with a free throw. Second one, short, no good. Comes right back to him. He's got it on the wing with a jumper up, no good. Ball loose, picked up inside now by Corey Roofer. He can't handle it, and the Pirates come up with a Damon Neese. Left side over to Good on the wing, slapped away by Wise and out of bounds with 1:23 to go. Kyle Martin back into the Continental lineup, replacing Bruce Troyer. Very young club for Continental, playing some sophomores. Into the corner, here's the long three put up, no good. Rebound in the other corner by Ordway. The jump shot is short, no good. Martin with a rebound and tried to slap it off one of the Blue Streaks, couldn't do it. Stayed in play and Archbold gathers it in. Jake Wise with the ball at the timeline, just over a minute to play. Left side over to Garricky, inside now to Reimer, doubled up, gets the ball, lost a handle, picked up by Roofer, and he'll put it up and in. 6 points, Corey Roofer with 55 seconds left. Archbold leads 61-34. Ordway on the right wing. Into the corner now to Rob Ordway from Ron Ordway. Doubled up, tried to throw it off the leg of Jake Wise and missed and threw it out of bounds. (61-34). Brad Meyer, ball handling outside, starting a drive. Had it slapped away, picked up by Jake Wise. Pass in the wing, Corey Roofer shot up, blocked nicely now by Neese. Other way, Ordway to the hole, lays it up too hard. Jake Wise rebounds with 19 seconds to go. And he carried the ball. So Archbold turns it back over to the Pirates. Fifth turnover of the period for the Blue Streaks. They're 13th of the game. 12 seconds left. Damon Neese over to Kurt Good. Back to Neese. Right side pass, Rob Ordway. Ordway. Side now, Ron Ordway shot up, blocked, but a foul. Two shots coming up here for Ron Ordway. With 4 seconds to go. Foul on Tony Reimer. So on the line, Ron Ordway to shoot 2 free throws. First one up and in. He has 9 points, looking for double figures right here. And up rolling and good. He'll reach it. 10th point. Full court pressure, and Archbold throws it away. With 4 seconds to go, back over to the Pirates. 61-36 our score. Good inbounding, sending it out. Neese for 3, it won't go. Rebounded by Jake Wise, and there's the buzzer. Final score, Archbold 61, Continental 36. We'll be back with a look at the individual scoring, statistical recap, and an interview with head coach Doug Kraus. Right now, these messages.